I always say that the worst decision that Donald Trump can possibly make on the campaign trail is opening his mouth, whether it is a speech, an interview, or a town hall. When Donald Trump is speaking, Donald Trump is damaging his campaign. It would almost be better if instead of having his 2-hour-long ranting, raving, rambling rallies, he just got up there and said nothing. If he got on stage and immediately stopped. Well, Donald Trump did actually have to stop his rally tonight, and it was even more humiliating than him speaking. He found something that was worse than him talking, and it's when he had to stop talking tonight for an absolutely humiliating reason that we are going to get into, covering all of his speech in Nevada tonight. But before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video, and if you haven't already, to hit that subscribe button and join the community that we are building on this channel. It really goes a long way in supporting us and means the world to me. Now let's get into this disaster of a speech from Donald Trump that had to abruptly stop. Let's start with this clip right here.
There's something wrong with her when you can't get up and make a speech like normally, like with all the work we do, you know, you'd think you could for 40 minutes. Well, she makes very short speeches too. Do you ever notice they're like 10 minutes? It's, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you. My name is Kamala. And she, you know, she'll speak like so routinely. So, and I hate the word. You know, they had word salad. The words. I don't like the sound of it, but it's sort of true. You know, she just like they're just words. They're put together. They don't mean anything. How the hell can we have a person like this to be our president?
We have watched, unfortunately, a lot of Donald Trump speeches on this channel, and he's trying to tell us, he's trying to say that Kamala Harris is the one who can't speak. He could barely say the words word salad. And did he say that he doesn't like the word words? This is what a Donald Trump speech looks like at this point. Complaints about the most nonsensical things, not talking just about windmills causing cancer, allegedly a false claim from Donald Trump, but saying they're tipping over, or talking about McDonald's. He is living in an alternate reality, as he always has, but now it is more deranged than ever when he is attacking language itself. It gets incredibly strange, but of course, Donald Trump goes back to his same old grievances that he loves to talk about, attacking the mainstream media for sometimes covering the truth, not always, but sometimes, and when they do, it really upsets him, like he was so upset by 60 Minutes' broadcast of Kamala Harris's interview, an interview that he was too scared to show up for, mind you. But let's take a look what he had to say.
What they did with her, I believe, is the biggest scandal in broadcast history. I do. If that were me right now, I probably wouldn't be allowed to speak. They'd have me tied up someplace like, sir, would you come this way, please? And when
the biggest scandal in the history of broadcasting was Kamala Harris sitting down with 60 Minutes. Now, what was Donald Trump so upset about? The fact that she gave an interview, the fact that she's able to articulate her policy positions, the fact that she's able to talk about substance, something he is quite literally too afraid to do. We're also too afraid to get on the debate stage with her again. A lot of fear from Donald Trump, a lot of projection, a lot of insecurity, and a lot of anger. And it just leads him to ramble incoherently even more. But of course, he has excuses for his rambling, with a new reason for why he spouts off so much that he tried to explain so miserably right here.
my answer is they just cut them up so that instead of 4 sentences that are perfect, it's 1 sentence that proceeds back, and all of a sudden, I used to say to him, why did you cut the hell out of my paragraph? You know, I do the weave, right? Always a weave, right? And always end up in the right location. But I said, why did you do that, 60 Minutes?
I am not insane, screams the old man into the wind, talking about his weave, his very high-minded style of speaking. What an incredible orator Donald Trump is. Yeah, I don't think anyone's buying that, Donald. And I think you're really just embarrassing yourself. But like I said at the beginning of the video, that is not the only reason Donald Trump and language and words, you're going to see what I'm talking about, got into a little bit of a fight, because part of Donald Trump's stage fell onto the projector for his teleprompter. And so he had to abruptly stop his rally. And before we talk about it anymore, let's just check out the clip.
My teleprompter people doing a great job. Thank God I don't use teleprompters too much. These people, they do a great job. No, I look at the teleprompter's totally gone. I say, what the hell happened? The sign fell on top of it.
So the man who won't stop saying that he doesn't need a teleprompter had to stop his rally, stay with me here, to fix a sign on his teleprompter because he needs his teleprompter to continue on with his rally, and then immediately says, right after that he doesn't need a teleprompter. This is Donald Trump in a nutshell. I don't need something, but let me completely stop my rally to go fix it because I need it so badly and I can't carry on without it. This is the ultimate insecure, petulant child. That is what Donald Trump is. Everything is projection. Every accusation from him is an admission of the truth about himself. He lied last night saying that Kamala Harris needed a teleprompter during her town hall. No, it's not true, but you clearly need one, Donald. Just humiliating, but it continued to get worse during the speech when Donald Trump said this.
These are the people that we have coming into our country, and we're now known as, and all throughout the world, as an occupied country. We're an occupied country, can you believe? And
the fear-mongering continues to get more and more disgraceful. We're an occupied country? By who? What does that mean? In a previous video, we talked about Donald Trump's plan of mass deportation and what it even means. He can't give an answer to that. He can't give an answer to how immoral or destructive it would be. All he can do is yell and complain and just push lies like he did right here.
we had the most successful country in the history of in our history. We never had, and probably in the history of the world, we had never had a period of time like this.
The most successful country in history, was that during COVID? Was that during the economic failure that you left us, that President Biden and Vice President Harris had to clean up? Is that what you're talking about? I don't really remember any successes of the Trump presidency. If I was a billionaire who got a giant tax cut, maybe I'd think that is a success, but no, it wasn't. And Donald Trump wasn't just lying about that. He was lying about Democrats in the Senate as well, because of course he was in this clip right here.
Oh, you're going to have somebody in office that's going to destroy your country. You also need to defeat your disastrous radical Democrat Senator Jackie Rosen and elect a great patriot to defend your Washington values and your values in Reno. Although, I don't know, Reno, can I talk about great values in Reno? Yeah, I think I can. I'm not sure if everybody's going to believe that one, but I believe it. I know a lot of great people from Reno. We have values and all different values, and you have great values here. Jackie Rosen is a disaster. She votes virtually 100% of the time. Originally.
Now, Jackie Rosen is, of course, running in one of the most important races in this cycle, but she is not the only Democrat who is getting under Donald Trump's skin because, as we saw last night, President Barack Obama is out on the campaign trail advocating on behalf of Kamala Harris, and that is absolutely driving Donald Trump crazy. And we can see just how upset he is in this clip right here.
Originally, you know, she was a big Barack Hussein Obama. Have you ever heard of him? Remember Rush Limbaugh? Rush Limbaugh, he'd be talking about it, we'd go, Barack, he'd like falling asleep, Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Hussein Obama. We miss Rush, right?
I will happily be the first to say that I don't miss Rush Limbaugh. I don't think anyone really does. I'm sure Barack Obama certainly doesn't. But I don't think Barack Obama's thinking about Rush Limbaugh. I think he's thinking about defeating Donald Trump, and he is sure as hell doing a great job messaging to make sure we do. And I want to take a look at the clip that I'm sure has gotten Donald Trump the most upset from Barack Obama's speech last night.
And the reason some people think, well, I don't know, I remember that economy when he first came in being pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good, because it was my economy. We had 75 straight months of job growth that I handed over to him. It wasn't something he did. I had spent 8 years cleaning up the mess that the Republicans had left me the last time. So just in case everybody has a hazy memory, he didn't do nothing except those big tax cuts.
Donald Trump was an economic catastrophe, both at the beginning and end of his presidency. He's got even more deranged now. Do we want to put that guy in power? I can give you the answer. It's no. It's clearly no. It's always been no, and it always will be no. So let's make sure we do that on November 5th and talk about it every single day, because we certainly are going to be on this show. And if you want to support that, as always, you can hit that subscribe button. You can leave a like on this video. And if you stuck around at the end, drop a blue heart in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you soon.